Okay. All right. All right, we had to. Excuse me 1 second. All right, we had to get some new batteries in the microphone, in the headphones, real quick. I'm gonna adjust this. Hope it's not too bad on nobody's ears. Okay. I did a video. Let this car go by. Okay, I did a video previously, a little bit earlier today, giving a recap of some of the things that have went on in Rockford, Illinois, and in Winnebago County in the past 2 weeks, including the murder of Faustin Guaitigo by the Winnebago County Sheriff Deputy Brulard, and the shooting of Jose Gonzalez Jr. By Rockford Police Department Officer Owen McGinnis, which those things took place respectively April 10th and April 11th of 2021 here in Rockford, Illinois. The video was released of Faustin Guaitigo's murder just this past Monday, and there was also dash camera video footage released involving the shooting of Jose Gonzalez Jr. and the chase of Jose Gonzalez Jr. This video is not to address either of those things. I have titled this video "Justice for Faustin and Faustin Guaitigo." That's what we're going to title our videos, and then initially, and then later on, we will change the title based on what we are speaking about in this specific video. So, what I want to speak about in this video is what we need people to do going forward to try to raise awareness of the murder of Faustin Guaitigo and of the shooting of Jose Gonzalez Jr. and what part people can play from the places that they are. What action to help get closer towards accountability and justice can each person do from where they're at. And so from where everybody is at, anybody who is watching this, anybody who's watching this as the live is going on, anybody who will watch this later on after it is posted, you're watching it from a phone or you're watching it from a laptop, what we need you to do is we need you to share this video and hashtag Justice for Faustin and Faustin Guaitigo, and hashtag Justice for Jose and hashtag Jose Gonzalez. And we need you to go through all the videos and any of the content that you see on the May 30th Alliance page and share it and use those same hashtags. Whenever you see the Rockford Register Star or WREX or WIFR or WTVO or any other news station, share anything, any other local news station, share anything related to the murder of Faustin Guaitigo and the shooting of Jose Gonzalez Jr. Share those news articles or those videos or whatever content it is that is on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and share it with the hashtag of Justice for Faustin and Faustin Guaitigo, Justice for Jose and Jose Gonzalez. What we want to do is we want to make that hashtag something that is coming up when people go to put in justice. We want the name for Jose to pop up. We want for Faustin to pop up. We want these things to become household names to raise awareness to not only what happened to just them, but what has continued to happen to people who come from the same backgrounds that they come from, and what statistically and historically says will continue to happen to people in the future if we do not find a way to alter that course. So another one of the things that we have been doing as the May 30th Alliance, collectively and individually, and some other community members have picked up on doing also, is going to the comment sections of posts from WREX and WTVO and WIFR and Rockford Register Star. And this is something that we've been doing, whether it be a local news story that is directly related to Faustin Guaitigo and related to Jose Gonzalez Jr., or related to social justice issues, or whether it's been a news story or something that I've done, whether it's a news stories about sports or a news story about something different. We have, I go in and I hashtag, I leave in the comments a hashtag Justice for Faustin, hashtag Faustin Guaitigo, hashtag Justice for Jose, hashtag Jose Gonzalez. I do those things things in the regularly. I'll do like 30-45 minute increments where I may just listen to music or be listening to a podcast, and that's what I'm doing, as I'm listening, as I'm taking that in. And so that's something that we're encouraging and asking people to actively do. It's not something that we're just saying we're doing. We're actively asking people to do that. I'm gonna let this. My man's listening to some techno music. I'm gonna let him get ready to roll by. And I'm gonna start trying to do these videos regularly to remind people to do to do these these are just actions that I'm saying that people who are wondering what is it that they can do, what part that is it that they can play. This is a part that you can play from wherever it is that you are at. Okay, again, I've even taken that same concept. I've taken that. And we have pictures that are on the May 30th Alliance Facebook page, May 30th Alliance Twitter and Instagram page, that if you need to, you can screen grab. I'll leave them in the comments down here too. But there's 8 different pictures. Each one of them have something specific towards speaking about what happened to Jose and what happened to Faustin. And 2 of them are pictures. The other 6 are graphics that have wording about what happened to Jose and what happened to Faustin. And as we in the Facebook post and in the Twitter in Twitter responses and Twitter replies, I've left the picture, and then I'll leave the hashtag. I'll leave all 4 graphics. I'll leave the graphic that has the information where it speaks about what happened to Jose and Faustin, the graphic that says justice for Jose, both the graphics that say justice for Jose, both the graphics that say justice for Faustin, and then a picture of Faustin and a picture of Jose, and then I'll move on to the next news story. And these will be news stories that may be completely unrelated to these issues, but it is people inside of these that's going through and looking in these news articles, people who go through and look in the comments, whether it be for positive reasons or negative reasons, and they see these comments, and I'm fine. And again, sometimes you may get people who troll in these comments or who have a laughing reaction or who respond back with some type of racist overtone in their comment back to your comment or their reply to your comment. But for me, the purpose is not to win over people in this comment section. The purpose is to bring awareness to Faustin Guaitigo's murder, to bring awareness to Jose Gonzalez Jr. shooting. And so the more people that we can get to go along and to do this, the quicker we will get more people to know about these things, and that will change the dynamics of power. That is part of the lack of power that we have as a community in Rockford, is that we cannot get the things that are happening inside of Rockford to be known about outside of Rockford. There's only going to, again, and this goes, with everything, there's only going to be so many people inside of Rockford that will agree or disagree with whatever the overall specific issue is. But once we can start reaching other areas and other cities where there may be more people who are like-minded in those areas, or even if it's the same amount of people who agree and disagree in a different area, if you could start reaching allies in other places, how these things truly work is the people who are against, the people who support the police, or the people who are racist, and they are, for the most part, lethargic in their actions. They're not this thing, the people close inside of Minneapolis are more conflicted about what happened to George Floyd, or the people close inside Columbus are more conflicted about what happened to Ma'Khia Bryant, just like the people inside Rockford will be more conflicted about what happened to Faustin Guaitigo. Then as you spread it out to other areas, and the only people who are even hearing about this story now are people who take interest in these specific things because they are against police brutality and they are against police violence. The further Michael Brown got away from Ferguson, the more people who agreed that he should not have been killed, as opposed to it being isolated into this one area where so many people are connected to the issue that they're all prejudiced and biased in some manner, and they can't tell the forest from the trees. So what we have to start trying to do is get what happened to Faustin Guaitigo, what happened to Jose Gonzalez Jr., what happened to Tyrus Jones and Denzel Duvant, to be known to the people inside of Rockford and as many more people inside of here as possible, but also find a way to get it to be known to people in Ferguson, or people in Brooklyn or Harlem, or in other areas. So that is the purpose for going to these different news articles or Facebook posts and leaving the hashtag. Again, we're speaking on the Facebook platform, so I'm sort of catering this this action towards Facebook. But this is something that can be related over to Twitter and related over to Instagram. We have not actively been able, as an organization or individually, I don't even believe either, been able to push this action on Instagram, but on Twitter is something that the May 30th Alliance has been doing, going to different news-related stories or stories around Black Lives Matter protest or the Black Lives Matter movement or anti-police movements, and leaving, again, the hashtag of Faustin Guaitigo, the hashtag of Jose Gonzalez, the hashtag of Justice for Faustin, and the hashtag of Justice for Jose. So for people who are wondering what it is that they can do, for people who genuinely want to do something, who want to figure out a way to start getting involved, or the first thing that they can do to get involved, or who feel like they maybe the weather's not to a point where they can come outside, or maybe their time is too constrained for them to be able to be outside or have feet on the ground, for lack of a better term. This is something that you can take 30 minutes to do and it'll be impactful. You can take an hour to do and it'll be impactful. And the more people that are seen doing this, the more people who can, and this is not something to do for a week or 2 weeks. We're gonna do this all spring, all summer, even past whatever the Integrity Task Force findings are. This is something that we are going to push for the entirety of the spring and the entirety of the summer. Faustin Guaitigo and Jose Gonzalez Jr. Will be at the epicenter of everything that goes on in this city as the spring and the summer goes along, and even, trying to transfer that again outside of Rockford. So that's something that we are not just, telling people that we're doing, or not just encouraging people to do, but we are, asking people and pleading with people to take part in this action. Again, in the comments, I'll leave the graphics that we're using in some of these. Another thing that people can do is, anybody who has any type of artistic ability or artistic talent, feel free to draw pictures of Faustin or of Jose Gonzalez, or even if it's not even about Faustin or Jose Gonzalez, if it's just about the issue in general. We got the picture of Denzel Duvant that we have all over. If it's a recreation or some type of graphic or illustration of that, we just we need to try to, what we're trying to do and what we are trying to build is trying to find a way for different people to take revolutionary actions in whichever plane that they exist in. So if somebody is an artist and that's what they do, their contribution to this movement can be the creation of an art piece that represents what it is that we are out here trying to bring awareness to or speak on. And that's something that we need. We need it to be done in different avenues and different demographics and different niche crowds to create things to force people to address these issues, so we can have people start to ask questions, and then in the midst of them asking questions, we can start to try to get to answers. So again, I'm gonna probably go back and title this video something about actions, that social media actions that can be taken to raise awareness to the murder of Faustin Guaitigo and the shooting of Jose Gonzalez Jr. And again, that is the main thing that I want to get across in this video. I'm gonna get ready and wrap this one up and end it and start a different video based around something else. I might again, for some of these videos, I may do a secondary video on my personal Facebook page, and I'll try to do a couple videos just reminding people. I know the wind is, I'm gonna try to stay in front of the mic so the wind don't blow too bad. I'm gonna do a couple secondary videos too going forward, trying to just remind people to continue to take this action on social media. And again, understand that it will be people as you do these things who will have some type of sarcastic remarks, or will have some type of racist remarks or prejudice remarks or pro-police remarks. The purpose, again, for me in doing this, I don't think our purpose should be in trying to win the people over who may be reading through the comments. The purpose should be trying to get people to know the name of Faustin Guaitigo, and forcing people to know that the name of Faustin Guaitigo is not going anywhere, getting people to know the name of Jose Gonzalez Jr., and forcing people to know that Jose Gonzalez Jr. Isn't going anywhere. Dang, it's crazy. It's raining. It just started raining randomly. I feel like it's only raining in this one spot too. I don't see the rain nowhere else. Is it only raining right here? Is it raining where you at? I know, it was weird. I couldn't see it falling nowhere else. It was creepy. All right, I'm yeah, I ain't look back there. Okay, I'll wrap this one up and we'll start another one in a little bit. All right, yeah, so share this video, hashtag Justice for Faustin, hashtag Faustin Guaitigo. Share the other videos, hashtag Jose Gonzalez Jr., hashtag Justice for Jose. And we're going to leave the graphics in the comments. All right.